This episode is brought to you by the Shop 1 in 5 Pledge and Small Business Shopping Directory. It's a commitment to make 1 in 5 of your purchases from a small business online or offline. So head to shop1in5.com to take the pledge. And friend, while you are there, check out and shop from hundreds of small businesses in the Small Business Shopping Directory. It's the go-to directory to discover, support, and shop small businesses all in one place. Head to shop1in5.com.
Welcome to the Product Boss Podcast, where we help product-based businesses grow their sales and improve their strategies.
Hey everyone, I want to introduce you to my co-host and biz bestie, Mina Kunlo-Sitep, an Amazon guru that has built a multi-six-figure product-based business.
And introducing the other half of the Product Boss, Jacqueline Snyder. She has helped launch and grow over 500 fashion apparel and accessory brands, even one of her own.
And together, we share our inventory of secret weapons that will help you dig deep and do the work it takes.
Are you ready? Let's build together.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Product Boss Podcast. I'm your host, Jacqueline Snyder, with my festive co-host, Mina Kunlo-Sitep. Hey, Mina.
Hey, Jacqueline.
She's like, doesn't sound so festive today, huh, guys?
I know. I'm festive. I'm here. I'm ready to go. It's go time. Because it's decision-making time.
It is decision time, right? It is holiday decision time, friends. You need to make a decision. Did you hear that?
Yeah, it was like literally an ominous thunder sound. I don't know if you guys could hear it on the microphone, but it was literally like we were shaking by the shoulder saying it's decision time. And then this,
that was the voice of God from the clouds to all of our product
saying,
bosses.
Ears up, pay attention. It's decision time.
It is decision time. What decision it is it? Okay, we're rolling up on the holiday season, right? And you're going to need to make a decision on how are customers going to find you.
Yep.
This holiday season, right? You all have your current customers, you have your email list, you have the people that you already sell to, but how about new customers, right? How are you going to acquire customers? How are you going to get in front of as many people as you possibly can this holiday season so you can sell as much as you possibly want to sell?
Yeah, for sure. Now is the time to start growing your list, your customer base, but you have to first decide. And this is, something that business owners really, sometimes they kick the can or whatever down the road. They don't want to make the decision. But today is the day when you're listening to this, you will hear our voices that say, now is the time for you to make that decision. How are customers going to find you? So there is so many options here that we're going to kind of go through them. But essentially, this is going to be a short and sweet episode, by the way, right? So this is an actionable, let's do this, make this decision. Yeah. Right. Short and sweet episode. So Jacqueline, if I was trying to get ready for the holidays and I knew today is the day, I need to make a decision. What are the things that need to roll around in my head for me to make the decision?
So I think you need to decide, where do I want to lean in? What do I want to do to get them here? So it's sort of not that thing where it's like, I'm going to do all of the things, right? Right now is the time that you're getting really focused on a plan of action. You're thinking, okay, from a visibility standpoint, how do I want to show up and how do I want people to discover me, right? Mm-hmm. What can I do? Is it a short game? Is it a long game? Is it something that I can implement quickly and get up there? And will it have the results I'm looking for? Or do I need to maybe do something different than I've normally done and try something new and do that? But either way, you're going to have to pick a path and go into it.
Yes, absolutely.
So what are some things that they can implement? Like, what are some things that would be a way to, if I were to tell you, go find some customers now, what would you do?
Oh God, my brain. So I would think for online first, because a lot of the things that I can do offline, I would separate them out in my mind. Like, what could I do offline and what could I do online? So for online, I would think, okay, instant feedback, instant gratification in a way, instant access to my customer. I'd go to social media, Mm-hmm. So I'd also think, okay, where could I show up for people? I would think, okay, small business shopping directory, and get new eyes, because social media, you're only exposed to the eyes that you've gathered yourself. But I want new eyes, right?
Right.
And then I also would think, oh, okay, is there other people that I could partner with that I could get in front of their audiences? And then I would think, okay, are they willing to work with me? Like these, influencers or whatever it is, if I can strike up a relationship with them. Now, this is a little bit more long-term because you have to have a relationship with them. Like what's your foot in the door? So in my mind, I would think, okay, what's my foot in the door? Well, I'm going to seek out the people that are local to me, because then my foot in the door is that we're from the same town.
Question for you, Product Boss. How much time, effort, and money do you spend promoting your business each year? Do you feel like it's paying off? Are you getting tons of visibility, or do you feel like you're struggling to get more eyes on your products? This is exactly why we created the Small Business Shopping Directory. The Small Business Shopping Directory is an all-in-one place for customers to shop, discover, and support small product businesses every day. It's a place for you to be visible to new customers and get discovered. The Small Business Shopping Directory is the #1 small product-based business directory that gets your business in front of thousands of customers who want to support and buy from small businesses just like yours. It's a perfect way to get your products in front of eager buyers this season without having to spend thousands on ads. Our goal is to get you more visibility and to get more eyes on your business. And here's the best part. We're doing this together. The directory is a way for small businesses like yours to join forces and create a big impact, because customers can finally find you online and offline. They can support you with their purchasing power. It will take all of us to create this movement of supporting small, and we can do it together. So, are you in? We invite you to join the Small Business Shopping Directory. This is your personal invitation to get listed today. You can get up and running in just minutes. So don't wait. You can join now and get your listing by heading to shop1in5.com and click on the link to get listed. And I think when we talk about when we talk about social media and we're thinking, okay, how do I get those customers then? Now, we don't know that your social media followers are actually your customers.
Yeah.
So they're following you, but do you know how many of them have ever purchased from you before? Head over to Instagram. I created an entire reel that has made people like $8,000 where I taught you how to pull your audience in the stories and get them to buy from you. So head to our Instagram at The Product Boss, go follow us, because that's one way in which you can pull followers. Your followers are not always your customers.
Yeah.
Right. And so you can pull them in and you can ask them to buy from you. You can also ask on social media for people to share. But are you going to lean into social media? Is that where you're going to show up? Are you going to do video? Are you going to start talking about your products? Are you going to do reels that have a call to action, not just a pretty reel, but a call to action of like, shop now, discover more, ask me a question, take this poll. Are you leading them to purchases? On social media too, you could say, share this, tag a friend. You want to have that call to action. I think the other thing that you could do is you could email people on your list, because they're not all necessarily your customers.
Mm-hmm.
Same, right? You may have been building your email list, but they may not have all purchased from you. Perhaps you grew your list at an in-person trade show, or, you did a giveaway and you grew your list. So that's probably the quickest and easiest way, is to go to where the people are, your followers,
Mm-hmm.
your Instagram followers, your Facebook followers, your TikTok followers, your email list, and reach out and ask for the sale. Like, talk about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what you're talking about too is like the longer game. And so a lot of times I think that product bosses always default to social media because that feels like it's the easiest, quickest way.
Uh-huh.
But I think the long-term game too, as you're trying to show up and think about what am I going to do this holiday season? How am I going to lean in? Is like, where should my business be?
Yep.
Like, where are people looking to buy? Where are people looking to discover? Like, where is it? So people are doing in-person shows. That's a place that you can get in front of customers and new customers. You can get onto other platforms, right? Like potentially you decide that you're going to get on a new sales platform where there's customers there. You can pay for press, like you can get a publicist or learn how to do your own press and get press, but that's a longer term thing. You can build your SEO, your search engine optimization where you're leading people in, but that's a longer term play. But are you going to do it? Are you going to show up? Because you still have time, but you have to lean in and start to do these things.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you have to put the action and call to action, right? Because you need to push your own traffic in a lot of ways. So even the example of search engine optimization, right? Even if you put in a blog post, let's just say randomly blog post about, how to reuse your candle jars. Let's just say that, right? But are you posting about that blog post? Are you, do you have calls to action within that blog post? Are you getting people to read that? Are you, distributing that blog post to various places? Are you emailing it to your customer base? So the other example that I gave too is being in the directory, right? So it's not a matter of just getting on there. Remember, we talked about the best visibility possible. There's the being on somewhere and being visible and creating awareness, like, do people even know you exist? But there's the pull marketing that has to happen. So while you may be on the directory, the small business shopping directory, you still have to pull people in, meaning you have fantastic photos, you have an enticing offer, you push people to go buy from the directory, you show them that you're there, you get them excited about it, you post to your friends and family and tell them that you're on the directory, you post it on social media that you're over there as well. So there's a movement that happens behind it versus like it's a verb versus a noun. It's an action.
So this is the time of year when people are looking to buy, right? Their wallets are out. They're looking for things to buy. It's not a time where people are like, oh, I don't need to buy anything right now. They have to buy things. There's gift giving season, whether they're buying stuff for family, friends, colleagues, business, all that.
They're
home decorating
decor.
Their homes. Yeah, they're decorating their homes, they're hosting parties. There's so many reasons and things that people need to do. So I think I want you all to start to switch your mindset too, to where there's the immediate. How do you find your customers immediately? And then also with the most eyes out there, with the most wallets in hand, where people are looking to discover products, looking to buy stuff, are you also showing up so that you can start to pull these customers in? Maybe you're not getting the sales from them immediately, right? It's a longer term play. They have to know, like, and trust you. They have to discover your products. They have to have a reason to maybe buy them. But are you showing up from a long-term perspective where you're starting to have all those like hits? In press, how they say it's like seven
touch points for a customer to buy from you. And probably more. There's probably many touch points, right? So they have to be, in order for them to buy from you, they have to know, like, and trust you. And usually it's not just one time that they're like, oh, I get it. I know exactly what you're selling and now I want to buy. You have to kind of reinforce why they should buy from you right now. And then it takes 7 touch points is what they say.
Right. So are you also setting up your business for that long game? Right? Are you setting up your business for that long game for visibility, that long game for that like SEO, that long game for organic and referral marketing, that long game for press, right? Are you doing that? Because while people are hands up, eyes open, looking for products, even if they don't buy from you this holiday season, the more they see you, the more they discover you, the more likely they are to support you and buy from you in the long term, right? And so that's really what I want you to think about when you're really thinking about, like, what am I doing? There's going to be the short game. There's going to be the things you can implement right away, leaning into social, emailing your customers, that kind of thing. Going in person, really connecting right away. And then you're going to have that long game stuff where you're going to make a decision. Am I going to invest in something? Am I going to pay a publicist? Am I going to pay for ads? Am I going to pay someone to do SEO for me? Right? Or am I going to invest in things that might do that for me? Right? And I think, that's really why you and I came up with the small business shopping directory through the Shop 1 in 5 pledge last year, was that we saw that so many people wanted to support small businesses, but they did not know how to find them. They did not know how to discover them. They knew if I drove down to Main Street USA, I could find a local store and shop from them. And I knew they were a small business because I could visually see it. But when you're online and you're like, I want to support small businesses, how do you do that? And so knowing that that is a movement, knowing that's something that we really stand for is, why we created the directory, for example. And I think why there's been a lot of success out of that, because those of you, the product bosses, the brands that join and get listed in the small business directory, realize it's the long game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They realize how important it is to be hitting their visibility goals in a time where people are going to be looking for small businesses. Will they buy or not buy? That's up to your photos and what they're looking for and the conversion that you have on your website. But no matter what, though, it's about those 7 touch points. It's about being visible. It's about when people are looking that they are discovering. And then at that point, then are they following you?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Are they joining your email list? And how do you continue to support that customer down the road, the long game, to keep top of mind, to keep showing up in their inbox, to keep showing up on social media. And then long-term, they will convert.
Yeah. And it's just when we were wanting to create the directory, we thought, how can we get more eyes on everybody's business? And it really was about the eyes, right? So the visibility, when we're talking about visibility, we're talking about eyes because they're not going to see you if they don't even know you exist.
Right.
Right. So,
and not all of us have the budgets for press or to pay for ads or to, pay for like an expert at SEO or to even understand how to build our SEO. So I do think a lot of the brands that have joined the directory that are in there and that are seeing success are also reaping the benefits of what we're pouring into it.
Yeah.
How
100%.
we're speaking about it. Yeah. Like the press we're getting and the future press we're getting, the SEO team that we've hired to really work on that and really optimize how the SEO is created, and the SEO and backlinks for the brands, because that lifts their Google rankings, for example. From the ads we're running, right? We have an ad agency and an ad budget. So I think that we like to say like it's a rising tide lifts all boats. I mean, that's not our quote. It's John F. Kennedy's quote, but
same,
same.
But also we always talk about the snowball too, because I do think it's a snowball thing where, our efforts are going to keep rolling. And you'll see that with any sort of long-term visibility is that it truly starts with a snowball. It's not about the first time you are in, even let's say, give the example of directory or even search engine optimization or anything SEO. It's really about the continued rolling of that snowball, being in there for the long term, getting more eyes, getting more awareness, pulling people in. And then that is really what moves the traffic to you. It's not just being on there and being like, oh gosh, I've been on here in a week. Why has nothing happened?
Right.
It really is not that sort of strategy.
Yeah. So I'd love for you, as we kind of wrap this, is just thinking about this holiday season. What is your short game? What is the thing you're going to do and you're going to lean into, and you're going to make that decision now that this is my short game. This is where I'm going to show up. This is what I'm going to lean into. I'm going to make pivots where needed, but I'm going to do this. And I'm going to commit to this, to growing my visibility to get more customers, right? And then thinking through this time where there's a lot of people looking online and in person. What are you going to do for your long term? What is that investment you're going to make into your business from the long term that you can set up now in your business? And then that you will see it snowball, like Mina said, and it will pay off long term too. Because as business owners, we're always like, what do I need to do now? And what am I kind of investing into for the long game that I'm going to see results later down the road? And so make that decision, friends. If you are feeling like the directory is where you want to be this holiday season, just like hundreds of other product bosses, and we've gotten messages from people where it is a top referring site to their website. They're loving it, and they love the idea of the rising tide lifting all boats, right?
As a community, small businesses.
As a community, we're helping each other and we're driving traffic to it, and we're bringing our own customers there, as well as we want them to support other businesses. If that feels like it's something that you want to jump into this holiday season, click the link in the show notes and we invite you to get listed, and we can't wait to see you there.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for being here and listening all the way through the Product Boss podcast. If you love our show and it has helped you in any way in your business, would you mind doing 2 things for us? Subscribe to the show so you never miss an episode, and leave us a review. Reviews help other product entrepreneurs know that this is the place to be to grow their businesses and realize that they're not alone. And we know that you all know that a 5-star and honest review helps you sell more products to more people. So you know that your reviews help us reach more listeners around the world. Remember, what we give is what we receive, and we are all about helping each other in the Product Boss community. We are all in this together. We would be so appreciative of you if you could take the time right now to subscribe, leave a review, and even share this episode on social or someone you know so we can impact more lives. And remember, subscribing means that you will get notified each time we release a new episode so you never miss a thing. You have helped us grow and climb into the top 10 of all marketing podcasts, and together we can keep climbing. Thank you, friends. And remember, there is room at the top for all of us. This episode is brought to you by the Shop 1 in 5 Pledge and Small Business Shopping Directory. It's a commitment to make 1 in 5 of your purchases from a small business online or offline. So head to shop1in5.com to take the pledge. And friend, while you are there, check out and shop from hundreds of small businesses in the Small Business Shopping Directory. It's the go-to directory to discover, support, and shop small businesses all in one place. Head to shop1in5.com.